the window, to the window, to the wall, to the wall. Vince getting sued again, y'all. John Laurinaitis done called Brock Lesanr on the phone. What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another sick and lit edition of WrestleShade, the natural selection. We're back in the building to talk about all the scandal, all the shade, bitch. Okay, y'all already know the tea. I just want to make a small, quick disclaimer, okay? A small, quick trigger warning, okay? For the things that I'm about to talk about. I truly, truly apologize if this is triggering and or saddening or depressing for you. I truly apologize, but this is the news. Y'all already know how I get down. Y'all already know how I deliver the tea. So I apologize in advance if I may upset some of you. Okay, but y'all already know I'm going to drag Vince. Okay, y'all already know I'm going to drag this entire situation because this makes absolutely no sense. I ain't hold no punches for R. Kelly. Ain't hold no punches for Jussie Smollett. Okay, bitch. Okay, ain't hold no punches for Bill Cosby. And I'm not holding no punches for Vince McMahon, John Laurinaitis, and Brock Lesanr. Period. I'm not doing it. So let's go ahead and get into it. This is gonna be a long one. Get your popcorn, get your snacks. Okay, we're in the building for this one. Like I said, this lady must have been a knockout. Did y'all hear about the text that came up within the filing of the allegations? All of these text messages from Vince saying that he owned her, he was in control of her, he wanted to F her and all this other type of stuff. Baby, she must have been a knockout. I just cannot imagine a regular Mrs. Doubtfire in HR, honey. And you want to smash her yams every 5 minutes, and then you go and pay her all types of money to keep quiet, and then she tell on your ass anyway. Isn't it really funny how the girlies just kind of sat back and waited until all these monumental, massive announcements dealing with WWE, TKO, Triple H, Nick Khan, Vince McMahon? It is mind-blowing that this news accusing Vince and John Laurinaitis of sex trafficking. It is crazy. The girlie said, okay, yeah, go ahead and put Rock on the board of directors. Go ahead and do this. Go ahead and do your big ones. But baby, we're sitting in the cut. We're literally sitting in the background, bitch, with the real tea, with the real scoop, with the real motherfucking news, bitch. Looks as though the wrestling news has got us in a choke hole again. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and tap. I submit this wrestling news within the last 48 hours has had me in a chokehold. I feel like I was a motherfucking chop blocked into a DDT flying elbow off the top rope, bitch. My body, my mind can't take no more. Here we go. WSJ reports Vince McMahon accused of sex trafficking by WWE staffer. He paid to keep it quiet. What do people say? The payment stopped. The automatic payment stopped and the Zelle didn't go through. Or was it Apple Pay? Oh my God. The girlie said the payment stopped, honey. If the payment stopped, that means I gotta talk. You know, you gotta keep the payments going to keep things on the hush. Janel Grant files lawsuit saying McMahon pressured her into sex with him and other men, raising questions about 2022 board probe into CEO's payouts. Because we already had the stories from back in the day. We already had the most recent stories about Vince and his allegations about him trying to pay certain girlies off. And I'm guessing these is one of those girlies that have surfaced back up, and she's now coming forth with the story. But what a fine time to do this, right? We received a lot of groundbreaking, monumental Netflix, WWE, The Rock, Kushida. I mean, we just received all types of news about the WWE and the speculations, and now, kablam! Karma has spun the blog. Janel Grant, a former employee at the wrestling firm headquarters, said in a lawsuit filed Thursday that she was abused and sexually exploited by Vince McMahon while he was chief executive. She alleged that McMahon lured her with promise of career advancement. Oh, my word. Bitch. Stating that after they had their rendezvous, he allegedly trafficked her to other men in the company. I just gotta pause right here, because at what point do you keep this going on, and at what point do you actually say something like, I know there's the whole thing of being afraid, morals go into this whole thing, who you can trust go into this whole thing, but if the girlies was getting paid, could there have been a possibility that she maybe liked what she was doing for a little bit, and then once she kind of got tired of it, and once it kind of got crazy, then maybe Miss Mamas wanted to get out of it? Or what y'all think is given, keep on paying me and I won't say nothing, but once the payments stop, I'm gonna say something? Or is it one of those things where she was maybe afraid for her life and she couldn't talk until now? I'm just trying to wrap my head around all of this, because the allegations right now are thick. These allegations are crazy to me. Just like I said about Ric Flair, just like I said about Velveteen Dream, just like I said about Chris Jericho. Y'all got coins. Why can't y'all go out and find somebody that actually is okay with these scenarios and with these stipulations? Y'all have coins. You can go online and pretty much, get whatever you want. I mean, why you got to do it at the workplace? And why you have to do it with your coworkers, your business partners? Why it had to be one big, scandal? Aren't y'all smart enough to what? I don't get it. Leave your comments and thoughts in the comment section below. Moving on. Okay, it says the girl signed a non-disclosure agreement in 2022. $3 million. Okay, so what happened to her must not have been that bad, because couldn't she have declined it and be like, no, I'm taking your old saggy ball ass to court. What you did to me was wrong, and baby, I want you to fry, and I want all these other saggy ball old ass men in this company to fry as well. I mean, I'm just here to put my 2 cents in, but most importantly, bitch, I'm here to get y'all response and see what y'all thinking about this whole thing myself. It say the WWE received an anonymous tip, and they started a secret investigation. So, and now, I've heard many online, in a lot of different comment sections, say that Vince could have possibly been set up. I mean, it's really given that, I said this a while ago in one of my speculatory rants, why the company was making these certain type of moves. And, people could be trying to take the company from Vince. He could be fighting tooth and nail behind the scenes, and we really not know what's going on there. I'm not trying to cape or cap for Father Time. Okay, I'm really not trying to, but this whole thing is really just weird now, and I thought all of these speculations and stories would have been died down and been put to rest, and everybody would have either been paid off and or served their time, but it's still shit going on. Look at the girlies are literally still in the background no, there's more. No, we got more. Wait, hold on. Oh, Grant said that Vince stopped making payment. That's what I was thinking. The Cash App must didn't go through. The Zelle and or the Venmo must didn't go through. It says that Vince stopped making payments after the $1 million installment. Now, I thought it said she was owed $3 million. He only gave the girls $1 million and said stop the payment. Oh, God, wait. Ooh, and see, the whole thing about this is, for me, we really don't know what Triple H and what Nick Khan and all of the other people are saying about this. And you gotta, just really wonder and think about it. Okay, did Nick Khan and Triple H know of all the stuff that Vince McMahon got into back in the day? I mean, did they share these details with each other? Did, how, if something happens within the company, they kind of tell the big wigs in charge so that they can kind of play it cool, and they will kind of know what to say if they are targeted by reporters and shit like that. What if they already knew the hot water that Vince was in, and they were trying to hurriedly and rushfully make all these moves, doing damage control for TKO because they're rebranding the image, like I've been saying? What if they've tried to hurry up and do all of these things so that, this story won't be as big. I mean, this is just a really crazy thing that's going on here. And also, too, what if they didn't know? And this is all a surprise and this is all a shock to them. And they are mad as shit at Vince McMahon right now. Like, because if we remember, Vince got subpoenaed earlier in, like, was it like July? Was it like August of 2023? Where they did the whole sexual misconduct probe. And he was under investigation, and the people had a warrant and all of that. You know, I was still waiting on things to come up from that to see what was found. You know, if they really searched the office and searched the house and all of this and all of that. And wrestling entertainment in general, trying to fight for your spot, being promised all of these lame ass promises by these old ass men or these so-called executives and CEOs. And it's like pro for quo, or they either want to do something sexual with you, to hold something over your head. And it's just like, this is always the story. This is always the scenario. And just like with what's going on here with Mrs. Grant, it's just like, okay, he promised you advancements in the company. He promised you this. He promised you that. But you do know Linda McMahon is still in the picture, right? You know, in 2020, Stephanie was still around. You do know, like, WWE is like a family. Like, everybody damn near know everybody business. Why would you even, I mean, what? And then too, like, don't get me wrong, I know a lot of women just really are afraid to say anything, but could you just imagine how many actual wrestling women that this has happened to, that is still within the WWE now, that are still probably not saying anything to this day? The actual wrestlers that hit the ring. Could you imagine how many women wrestlers, and male wrestlers for that matter, okay, that this has probably happened to, and they are just not saying anything? $15,000 in Bloomingdale's gift cards, bitch. We're going shopping. Let me stop. That's probably what she thought too, no shade. She said, bitch, get the girls, round the girls up, get the girlies. Bitch, we're going to Bloomingdale's on me. Okay, prayer. Vince McMahon done broke me off. But it's really sad, though, because these allegations are saying that they was locking the girls up in closets and private locker rooms and having the staff, male staff, going there and take turns assaulting her. Girl, what? This sounds like some shit off of Porky's Playhouse. Okay, I can't take it. I would have ran out of there like Tina Turner. Okay, I would have ran out there, bitch, like Tina Turner, bitch, running across the street, bitch, holding my blazer, holding my heels in my hand, bitch, saying, help, get these whores, okay, please, get the old ass slobs off of me, period. They're not even turning me on right now. Let me stop. But I'm just saying, like, these dudes is supposed to be, like, in their right frame of mind. These people supposed to be in their right frame of mind, and they got all types of money, and they all in all types of positions. Bitch, I'm gonna talk about it. And if it's funny, bitch, I'm gonna joke about it. Because this is ridiculous. I cannot. This is ridiculous. Even though TKO were nowhere in the picture when a lot of this stuff was going on, like, they are still feeling the blowback from this as well. They're still feeling the repercussions of this as well. Because for their bigwigs and their CEOs and their management to say that they didn't know what was going on with Vince, it's just like, wait, Amari Emanuel, y'all said y'all were friends. Y'all said y'all was good buddies. So I would think he had a clue of what was going on with Vince. And so they made a decision to partner when things were very, very sticky. So me, I'm just asking myself these questions, just thinking about these things. I mean, it's also alleged that Vince McMahon had nude pictures, explicit pictures of this staffer, and he shared those pictures with other staff within WWE, other CEOs, other people around him in his circles and in his tight spaces. Wow, you guys. Okay, we're getting more and more into the story, and it's just given. Other guys wanted to hook up with her after seeing her photos in Vince McMahon's phone. And Vince McMahon is pretty much giving, oh, well, you know, if you do something with her, she may yell and cry and say stop, but it'll be hard for her to speak with a you-know-what down her throat. I cannot. These old ass bags talking all this raunchy ass shit and can't even turn their own wives on at home. I just really cannot. I don't really even get it. Linda, come on this show, baby. Let me know how you feel about all of this, Linda girl. I would love to. I would love to get a one-on-one with Linda and her wig, bitch. Period. Yeah. And girl, we can talk about Connor's cure and all of that, but we can definitely talk about this scandal right here. Okay. Do you believe the girls, or are you sticking by your husband? Linda, hit me up. Period. Oh, so these two things had a relationship and or a knowing of each other even before Grant got at WWE. See, this is why we got to get into the story and really get into like everything that's going on here, because I feel like she knew what was happening in the beginning, especially when it come to them living in the same building, okay? And her running into Vince. Although her grandparents passed away and she needed a way to make her coins and stuff like that, she wanted other work. It's alleged that he was promising her positions at WWE all the way back then, 2019. But he was still too showering her with gifts and, you know, little dinner dates and little sweet whatnots and stuff like that. And it's just giving... Was mama kind of like working her magic until she got the position or she got where she needed to be? Then she wanted to like stop with, you know, all the back and forth. And Vince McMahon maybe didn't want to stop. And it progressed into what it is now. Like, what? I mean, did she not get any red flags, okay, from the Cape Crusader? Did she not get any red flags from Saggy Balls? I'm just trying to, you know, we're evaluating the situation here. Vince McMahon actually got her a job in the legal department. Okay, first off, Vince, does this Grant lady have a legal background? If she does, and you know that, then you kind of screwed yourself, okay, with all of this crazy abuse back and forth. Like, if she has a legal background, honey, you might as well go ahead and shave the rest of that mustache off, baby, because you're going to jail. Okay, period. You going to jail, baby. You might as well go ahead. It's just like, what? He created a position for her just so that she could work. I mean, I guess he did keep his end of the bargain. But I guess after that, you know, after getting one a job and, you know, allegedly changing somebody's life, then, you know, there's the big payout on her end. Like, what am I gonna get for giving you this job? Like, it's a whole bunch of back and forth, and it's sad it's got to be like this, especially within the professional business field, business settings at work. It's kind of sad, but we here for the scandal. We ain't do it. They did. Used to use toys on the alleged victim, okay, and use all type of apparatuses on the private area, and then had names for the toys and names for the moves that he would use on her, named after the WWE superstars, bitch. I'm done. I get it. I'm absolutely done. Okay, so just imagine it, baby. You got a toy, and I'm using this toy on you, and I'm hitting you with this toy, and I'm calling this the bank statement. And then it's like, you know who this is named after? This is named after Sasha Banks, baby. I'm about to put you in the bank statement. Boom. Oh my God, I can't. Lord have mercy. I know they did not just say the people was in a threesome and Vince McMahon done sharded on the girl head. Honey, what kind of shampoo and conditioner did you use to get that shit out your head, girl? I want to do an interview with Mrs. Grant. That's it. I'm done. I'm done. Listen, this is on some R. Kelly type shit. Like, I know I'm joking around and stuff like that, you know, trying to keep the video live and everything, purr. But this is on some R. Kelly type ish. Like, if he really did this, he's going down, bitch. He gonna be trapped in the closet. That is wild, baby. We in a threesome. I already don't want to do the threesome. And then you hike your old ass legs up and you shit on my head? Girl, bitch, where's my Grammy? Where's my Oscar? Where's my Slammy? Okay, listen. Bitch, I want a bitch, girl. What? Like, that is mind-blowing. That's mind-blowing. Oh, so now when we get deeper into the story, when we get deeper into the read, it's given Brock Lesanr was the guy, the other UFC, WWE talent that Vince was sharing photos with. I mean, really, just like I said earlier, these guys are alleged friends. They have relationships with each other, and they go back years back in the game. So it's like, for them not to know what's going on with each other privately, and sometimes like dealing with the company when it comes to all of these contracts, these meetings, you know, everything that they're trying to set up for themselves on the back end. They gotta know what the fuck is going on with each other. They gotta know what the fuck each other is doing. Just like it's alleged here that John Laurinaitis and Vince were sharing pictures and took turns with this lady. And then now it's stated that they have shared photos with Brock Lesnar. It's just like these guys are all friends. They're all cool with each other. I mean, Vince loves Brock. Hello. So, I mean, it's not that hard to believe, but then again, it's like once it's time to believe it, it's just like, damn, they really did that. They really did that, and now everybody is going down. It seemed like this is not just like a 1 or 2 person thing. I could guarantee you there is multiple women that have been assaulted and or abused, and there's multiple abusers on the other spectrum that are within this as well. You're talking about a red table talk for your edges. Okay, you're talking about a news exclusive for your mind, bitch. Like, this is the scoop and the story of doom right here. Oh, so remember what I said earlier about Linda? Okay, remember what I said about Linda? So was it her idea to say, Vince, bitch, you dumb? You're doing all of this stuff at work, okay, and got me over here looking stupid. Get this whore to sign an NDA, a disclosure agreement, so that none of this stuff can get out. And you're gonna have to go ahead and pay this girl so that she can keep quiet. Was Linda the mastermind trying to save face? Okay, they in the cut trying to look like 2 Christians on Old Town Road. Okay, really, was this Linda's idea to do this, bitch? Because Vince hurried up and paid that money out. Well, not all of it. And with that being said, you guys, I'm just trying to figure out, is Miss Grant and her lawyer and her team coming for just Vince and John Laurinaitis, or if she's coming for the entire company? Because if Vince and John Laurinaitis knew about it and they were in the positions that they were in, and then they put Brock in on it, and then there were all these other girls and all these other guys, WWE definitely could have been turning a blind eye to this situation. WWE, the higher ups, I'm talking everybody that knew about this, from catering all the way up to valet parking. Okay, everybody that knew what was going on, from the CEOs in corporate all the way down to the motherfucking truck drivers that drive the rigs, okay, across the world, hauling all the WWE equipment. Like, this is huge. This definitely can impact all further events, WrestleMania 40, what's going to be happening at the Royal Rumble this weekend. I mean, the whole 9 yards, the whole scope of this. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget once again to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification to be updated and notified on when I have more content such as this. And I will see you guys in the next one.